Hey, my name's Mayo. A few days ago, the owner of the server announced a week-long building event, where any player could compete with each other to become the best builder on the server. And you know my ego is so massive, I really want to win. However, the server is full of some of the biggest building sweats I've ever seen in my entire life, so winning is going to be a massive challenge. And my building skills, they're okay. I feel like I'm lacking a little bit, but I can hold my own. So if I want to win, I'm really gonna have to lock in and try over these next 7 days. And that all begins on day 1. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do shit on day 1. I work a job. The first 2 days, I was actually just doing night shifts. My bad, but your boy's gonna make bread somehow. Hit that subscribe button, it would actually mean a lot. On to day 3, where I actually do stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm a little bit late. There's already loads of builds already started around here, and I just oh my god, that's actually quite good. Oh no, maybe I'm cooked. Jesus Christ, I didn't see this. Or that. Oh, fuck, maybe I'm screwed. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. Only a couple days to do it really doesn't help my situation right now, so we gotta get onto it ASAP, but that is... Let's just have a look at some of these real quick. That is actually very good. It doesn't even look like it's finished either. Shit. This is also quite good as well. Ah! Actually, you know what? Fuck it. This is my favorite. That is okay. That's okay. That's a koi fish. I actually really like this. It's cool. That's cool as well. Alright, well, nothing better to do than get started, I guess. Now, the theme for the build competition was the sky, and I had a decent idea in mind. I wanted to keep the style of the buildings that you see here, but then have a good and evil side to it. As my builds used to be all pristine and clean, and now I've been working on making them all decayed and sort of ruined, I wanted to bring that into the building competition. I wanted to have a cloud separating the good side of the city and the bad side of the city, where the top would be all nice and clean and the bottom would be destroyed. Now, my first question is, how do I build a cloud? Because I don't actually know how to. So I'm gonna have to figure that out now. Now I need this platform to be quite big, because it's gonna house a massive tower on it. So yeah, let's get to building a decent sized cloud. Yeah, I hate the way this looks, a lot. This is awful. I'm not doing a good job right now. I don't know how to build a fucking cloud. Yeah, this is probably one of the worst builds I have ever made. So I think we're gonna start from scratch. And maybe we'll start with the towers first, make more sense, and then build around it rather than building on top of it. So, yeah, all of this is gonna have to go. I'm so disappointed in myself, it's not even funny. So, yeah, that was a complete failure. I quickly learned I don't know how to build a cloud, so I came up with a way better idea. You see how I got this road here? Yeah, we're gonna do that. We do a completely nice road on top, and an evil road at the bottom. It makes complete sense, it matches with the theme, and there's no need to build a stupid fucking cloud. So that's what we got onto doing. Alright gang, we've switched up the idea completely. So far, I've just built these 2 roads. Very different, contrasting roads. You can kind of get the idea from what I did earlier. And now it's time to actually get started on what these buildings will look like. Now, obviously, I want to have this one be nice, grand, tidy, very clean, and then on the other side, yeah, you kind of, based on that road, you can kind of assume the sort of broken, abandoned sort of style I'll be going for. Now, for the fact that it's floating, I don't think I'll really give much context at all. I'm tempted to do sort of maybe a rift of some kind in the middle here, and also I want to extend these roads to sort of crumble off at the end, maybe have some sort of bridge structure or something. That's the sort of plan I'm going for right now. And as for materials, I definitely want to build this heavily out of white and sort of quartz and very sturdy material. And down here would be a lot of more stone and a lot darker sort of stuff. But that's how we're looking right now. I guess it's time to go collect said resources. So yeah, let's loot the server. And loot the server I did. I then went on to start building the base of one of the towers. Alright, this is what we're looking like so far. I mean, it's getting somewhere, it just really needs to take shape, and I feel like this bottom floor should be the smallest, and then maybe I should extend that a little bit more. But I'm trying to keep it as like simple and clean as possible to be able to draw way more attention to this sort of dark and rugged sort of building that'll be here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna work on right now. So cut to that. Alright, so this is where we're at after a day of building. It really doesn't seem like much, but my vision is really coming ahead. This is just the basic structure of the top. There's definitely a lot more decoration that could be done. Very simple. There's no interior yet, also as you can see. Still very empty. The vision is, like, taking place. Everything is starting to come together. The build is making a lot more sense than it did at the beginning with that god awful cloud. So, yeah, we're looking a lot better. But after a day of building, I still don't know whether I have enough time to be able to get this done. I really hope so, but it's not looking so good. We've only got a couple days left, and shit, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess all that's left to do is just to move on to... Oh, hell nah. What the fuck? Where does this come from? Oh, nah, I'm so cooked. Oh, nah. Oh, fuck, we have competition now. Yeah, we're fucking cooked. We got a lot of work to do if we want to beat this. Shit, I need to, like, actually add something more to it. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, time to get to work. Yeah, as you saw, we now have, like, some pretty big competition. Overnight, a massive goose had appeared out of nowhere. But I had a suspicion that it was not necessarily cheated, but was a little bit unfair. You see, I'm 99% sure this build was built in creative, and then the builder used Lightmatica, a building mod, to help them build it. So my only goal now is to beat this build and make sure that I win. It's a really good build, don't get me wrong, and it's very impressively made, but I just think it's a bit unethical. Just saying, personally. But now it was really time to lock in, because I need to beat this silly fucking goose. Hit that shit, Funky Kong. I'm not gonna lie, I had way too much fun making that. Now all that's left to do for those towers is to fill in the windows, which was, you know, pretty fucking easy. Yeah, bad news, I was put in for another shift, so day 5 I was just working, so on to day 6. I didn't spend any time building at all yesterday, because, you know, like, real life stuff. I had so many opportunities to, but I just didn't. At this point, I don't even know if I deserve to win, but this is what we're looking like. We've still got a lot of decorating to do. It's very hollow on both insides, and there's just a massive lack of, like, decorating. And a massive lack of, like, purpose. There's one thing that I really feel like I want to add, which doesn't entirely make much sense, but it would just kind of add to the aesthetic, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it. Right now, I just want to focus on decorating, because there really needs to be a little bit more life here. especially on this one. This needs to look like all sunshine and rainbows, but right now it does look very hollow. So decorating is exactly what I started doing. Just added a couple things here and there just to kind of spice up the build a little bit. While I was decorating, the only thing I could really think about was the interior for the buildings. Because I looked around at some of the other builds and they kinda had interiors and it kinda made them a lot more fleshed out. But I really did not want to make an interior, so I kinda had to compromise a little bit. By filling the windows in with just like really light blocks like wall blocks, it gave the effect that there was a bunch of light shining out or darkness inside the buildings depending on which one you're talking about. So I decided to fill both the sides in, which gave the effect of making them look actually full and actually alive. In order to finalize the actual buildings themselves, there was a couple more things I wanted to do, specifically with the bottom one. It looked too clean and too nice, so I fucked up the walls, boarded them up, and I added a cute little flickering light to it, just to give it a little bit more aesthetic. Alright, I think the decorating for the outside is now completely done. I'm quite happy with how this has come out, with the sort of broken windows and just like the padding and the sort of like boarding off nature of it. I'm very proud of this, like I'm very happy with how this has come out. There's not really much I would change, to be honest. There's obviously at the back, there's a little less going on here, especially on this side. Maybe I do need to add a couple more things here, but other than that, I think we're pretty much done, because most people are just going to look at it from this angle. So I think that the build is almost done. We're almost done here, except there's one thing that I really want to do that I'm just not entirely sure how to do it. I want to sort of build some skeleton hands that are sort of holding up the build. Now, I don't know why I want to do this. There's no real reason to. I feel like it would add just that little bit extra to the build that it will really need. Because right now you can see that it's just a build. There's not really that much going on. So just having a little extra come out the side, sort of holding it from each side, something similar. I think that would make it look really good. So I'm just going to figure out how to do this. Give me a minute. Just like that, the final day was upon us. I was feeling relatively confident with the amount of work I put in and how good the build was, but there was still a couple things that I really wanted to do. Along with that, there was a couple friends around and I wanted to show them the progress. You working?
I'm working.
You working? I don't like that your face is a pixel up. You look like you have some sort of need that might be quite special. Can I show you it?
Okay. I did have a quick look. It does look very nice.
Yeah, it's nearly done. There's one more thing I want to add to it.
I like that it's like all nice and cutesies, and then like it's like this is what it is now.
Yeah.
Flashing lights.
But guys, there's not even the look at the skeleton head that's here for some reason.
Oh, from the side it just looks like it's dripping.
No, it's a
I like
hand
it.
for some reason. I'm tempted to. I want to build like a really big bug at the other side of the bottom bit. So just like a big beetle.
Do you like a centipede wrapping around it?
Ooh, a centipede. Ooh, that's that's gas. Okay, I'd love to take it into consideration.
Do you like my abomination down there?
You have one day. Are you gonna be able to finish this?
Yeah, you have until 3:15 tomorrow.
Gotta say, I think they liked it, and I myself was getting more fond of it every time I looked at it. But as I said, there was one more thing I wanted to add. A big bug. Yeah, I just thought like adding a big like sort of creature would add to the sort of like fucked up aesthetic of the bottom bit. So that's what I was gonna do next. Big bug time. I love the way this end came out. It actually came out so fucking well. I was so happy with it. But then I realized, hey, if there's a creepy ass bug at the bottom, why not add something more beautiful at the top? So a butterfly is what I decided to go for. Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's a butterfly.
It's a butterfly! Oh my god, it's underneath!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, I know.
How did you do a flashing light?
Because there's a clock. It is very even. I want to make it more flashy, more jittery rather than just flashing. But what do we think?
Oh my god,
What do we think?
Babe, that's amazing.
Thank you.
That's sick.
I know.
I love the little balloons.
I know. I added that last minute because I stole it from the idea that's down there, and I was like, wait, that's so smart. They had lanterns, and I was like, wait, I can add balloons.
I love it.
Yeah, we got the balloons.
You put my toothless to shame.
No. We have the butterfly, we have balloons, and look at the fucking ant. Look how cool this ant is.
I didn't even see the ant.
Yeah.
I love it. I hope you win. You will
I
win.
hope I win too. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Before I like cut this recording, is there anything you want to say to the video? No, you're supposed to say subscribe. Come back.
Guys, please subscribe to my boyfriend's channel. He'd really appreciate it.
Yes, I would. And here we are. The build is fully complete, and I couldn't be any more proud of it. This is a winning build for sure. I did really enjoy building this, like surprisingly. I put a lot of time into this, and there was like no designing. I had no plan. I don't know whether that was obvious, but I had no plan going into this, and oh my god, am I proud of it. All we gotta do now is wait and see. Gotta wait for the voting to start, and in about 48 hours, we'll find out who wins. Wish me luck. Alright, I have just woken up and I've been spammed with messages saying that the results are out and I need to check them. This is the big moment. Has all my work paid off? Has everything been worth it? Is it time to finally claim my prize as the best builder on the show? There's only one way to find out. Are you ready? Yo, wait, I didn't even get top 3. So, yeah, I lost really badly. I didn't really expect to lose, or I didn't expect to come under the top 3, but they were some really good builds, to be fair, I'll give them that. So, congratulations to everyone else that, you know, actually did really well. And I guess that's the end for me today. Thanks for watching, and I'm just gonna go cry in a corner that I failed so hard. So, goodbye, and I'll see you next time. Damn, how did I actually lose so bad? I thought I did really well. It's actually really disappointing.